Hello everybody, this is RBR13, aka Ryan, and today I'm doing a video of rest in peace to Tobe Hooper. He was an incredible director, incredible filmmaker. I will never forget this filmmaker. He directed the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Poltergeist, and he just created such a legacy and what he left behind, you know, and how much his stories and series have expanded upon, you know, him and, you know, multiple other people, you know, that us fans can cherish these films, you know, forever, you know. And with these directors passing away, like George Romero and Tobe Hooper and Wes Craven, oh my God, you know, I mean, it's tough as a horror fan, you know, that looked up to those people, you know, growing up. I mean, without those, you know, directors, I wouldn't be who I am today, you know, in terms of who I am as a director, you know. I mean, these are icons, and this is a great loss, you know, very sad. I mean, he did live a long life, you know, but it's sad, you know. I feel bad for his family, and, you know, us fans, you know, what we have to do is not only cherish the films he made and appreciate what he made, you know, but we also, any filmmakers that are my age, you know, any of us that are making movies right now, horror films, slasher films, you know, we have to respect those filmmakers and create something new, but also have similarities to those films, and always have that, always show that inspiration, you know. And that's something so huge as a horror director. You have to show tribute, you know. And with, you know, like I said, these directors passing away, there needs to be more slasher films, more horror movies, not so much supernatural stuff. And if so, it needs to not be ghosts, you know. I'm sorry, but, you know, I want real originality in cinema. I know you guys, probably a lot of you fans love Annabelle. I saw the first Annabelle in theaters. I thought it was terrible, because I thought The Conjuring was great, and The Conjuring 2 was good, you know. It's just Annabelle 2, I'm not even going to go see it. I'm not even going to go pay for that. I'm not even going to waste my money on that. I'm not. I just, you know, I mean, if the first one was that bad, how do I even expect the second film to be even better? And after the Cult of Chucky trailer, I don't need to go see Annabelle, you know. I mean, the Chucky's a real doll, you know. I mean, that's a killer doll, you know. And I know Annabelle's not really a doll, but that's how they present it, and it's just an awful franchise. I'm sorry, you know. It's just terrible. It shows you, you know, so much imagination that's lacked since 1974 when Tobe Hooper released the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to show that time was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Black Christmas, Exorcist, Halloween. How did we get from that to Annabelle 2 to Rings to all these crappy horror films? Like, what happened, you know? To these studios that don't know what they're doing, and then releasing all this straight-to-video horror when it should be going to cinema, you know? I mean, it's a mess right now, but at the same time, right now it is a great time to be a horror fan, because there's so much coming out, and we do have the Leatherface prequel, which is a great tribute to Gunnar Hansen and Tobe Hooper, and I think that, you know, it could possibly be a good film, and I hope that Tobe Hooper saw this film before he passed away, and I hope it's a great tribute to him. You know, he was a great director, inspired me and a lot of other people, and, you know, he's expanded upon the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, and, you know, that's a series that's always going to be there, thanks to Tobe Hooper, you know. And, yeah, I will never forget this icon, and I hope, you know, all the other horror fans will not forget him as well. Because without Tobe Hooper, like I said, you know, I could say it again and again, you know, just... And Wes Craven, and George Romero, and John Carpenter. I really hope you can make one more Halloween film, John Carpenter, for us. You know, like, I know you're a supervisor on the next Halloween film, but I really would appreciate if you directed one more Halloween film, and that was like your last movie. You know, like you directed your true version of Halloween 2, you know, like what you would have done if you specifically wrote and directed it, you know, and how you would have ended the story there. Please make that movie, you know. John Carpenter, you're a legend, you're a creative genius, and I know movies are hard, but this is the shape, you know. It would have to be so much fun, you know, and you could have tons of supervisors working with you, and you could have a supervising, you know, director and post, you know. I mean, it's total possibility, and, you know, it's great that Wes Craven retired with Ghostface, with Scream 4 and the Scream show, you know. He went out with a bang. You know, and same with George Romero. You know, he left behind like 5 scripts of zombie movies. Like, wow, you know. So, you know, rest in peace to all these horror icon legends, and you know, we keep losing them. It's sad, you know. But that means that us horror fans just have to appreciate and really, you know, enjoy these precious times we have with the horror genre, you know, and just enjoy it. Halloween's on its way, you know, everybody's, you know, get their DVDs and Blu-rays all gathered together and watch, you know, everybody just watch a bunch of horror movies, you know, and that's just, you know, this is the time of the year to get into horror again, you know. September is going to be a huge month for horror, and October. September and October, this is one of the biggest years for horror ever. One of the biggest horror years ever, and one of the biggest slasher years. There's so much coming out this year that it's like I feel like I'm gonna have a stroke, you know. It's like too much almost, you know, because it's like Star Wars and Chucky and Leatherface and Saw, and you know, and it's a lot, you know. And then you have Thor Ragnarok. Justice League, you know. It's just constantly a bunch of films, you know. So I'm very much excited to see all these other movies, and rest in peace to Tobe Hooper. And you know, Tobe Hooper, you will not be forgotten. Thanks for creating the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, and us horror fans will never forget you. So thank you. And thank you fans for watching this video, and I hope everybody has a great day. Alright, peace.